Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing we're trying to do today is we are playing Multicolor Monday. So we're just playing a bunch of decks with Multicolor, probably bringing in Glass of the Guild pack for a bunch of this stuff because I just think it's such a fun card and I feel like I kept trying to do things that were based around a tribal type of deck. Like I always did multicolor humans or multicolored something else. And I wanted to just try out a couple like Value Town multicolor decks where there's a lot of different multicolor cards right now that are so good with Ravnica Allegiance, with Guilds of Ravnica, and the creatures beforehand. So we have so many good creatures that are multicolored and other things that work with it like Hero of Precinct 1. So with this deck, what we're trying to do is we're trying to go wide with Hero of Precinct 1. With all the multicolored, just kind of get a lot of tokens. We get a lot of tokens from our Afterlife tokens, which are also multicolored, so they get buffed by the Glass of the Guild pack. We have Ethereal Absolution is kind of like the fifth copy to hopefully get it on the top end. If we get there against mono red, and really the best way that we can race with mono red is get down early creatures, make them deal with those. We have some removal. We have just our Settle the Wreckage. Hopefully get to our Angel package here if we can with one Lyra. That's kind of the main reason that we have it in here, even though it's not multicolored. We do have so many such good multicolored Angels that getting down to Lyra will really help us out there if we can. So we would like to have that happen. But otherwise, we can just kind of race with mono red a little bit here by getting down good creatures and just kind of building a really big board and going in. So I think mono red might be one of our harder matchups because we are fast enough to kind of go up against control. I've been debating if I want to bring in one Fireblade Artist over the Oligarch here, or maybe over the Tithe Taker, just for those control matchups. But overall, I think that we're still in pretty good shape here with this deck.
Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to FusionGamingOnline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below.
This actually looks really good. We have a very Rakdos deck, but we have a good curve. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this. Oiled Eldrazi. All right, keep this. Sorry, I'm trying to check out a couple things as we go. Oh, I've seen your deck. Okay. Looks awesome. All right, so Sacred Foundry tapped. Was that just a Warriors deck? Ooh, Thought Erasure. No, don't do that. Boo. Man, I'm loving this hand, too. I'm guessing maybe it's Judith, maybe Fireblade Artist, because they can slow us down enough. Ingrath is really good against them as well. Man, this is a time when I really wish I was on the play. I think that we have a really good shot if we were on the play. All right, Fireblade Artist swinging in. Down to 16. The nice thing is that we can at least rebuild with this deck pretty okay. So we're going to force them to have lots of board wipes. But we also have to... The one thing I don't think I put into this deck is just decent card draw. I really did not add card draw here at all. Decline. That's not a good draw. I mean, it just gets absorbed, right? But I guess we'd go for Judith here. Esper and free play. No, well, this is a constructed event, so there is something on the line here, technically. So swinging for 3, down to 13. This way, if there's a Kaya's Wrath, we at least get a ping in for 2 more. So I think that was worth going for. Not a cry, though. A cry, that's bad. Makes me want to cry. Glass of the Guild pack is interesting. I guess we can get that down and the Oligarch. And that's actually, that was a decent draw. I feel like it's a chance to rebuild and get value out of each thing that comes down. This is where I feel like I wasn't sure if I wanted to have more... All right, swinging for 3. If I wanted to have more Fireblade Artist if we were coming up against control, but I think that Oligarch is a lot better against aggro, where we have... It brings out another creature along the way. Man, land for Ingrath would be nice. If they counter this, though, we have a better chance of getting it down. Not a great chance, though. Okay, Mortify. That's fine. Created 2/2. Now, is this a cry? All right, cast down. Okay. Yeah, Jace does need to die at some point, or at least have something happen to him, I guess. Alright, we're going to try for Heroic Reinforcements. I'm liking how this deck is shaping out already. Like really, opponent just has everything, but we've been playing a lot of big threats, and he is down to 1 card in hand now. Like, we're just hoping he doesn't find card draw. Search for his Kanta, that's basically card draw. Oh, come on, give me land, sir. Alright, swing in for 2, down to 9. The only thing we can play is this Stinkin' Settle the Wreckage, and this is the time to get down an Ingrath or Ethereal Absolution. Like, I feel like if we got down Ingrath that turn, we had a shot. But now it goes away. Ingrath really takes the Ethereal Absolution. Maybe they have a Verasa's Contempt as the last card here. I mean, we're going to try for this Ingrath. If it's an Absorb, boo. Alright, negate. Alright, well, they are empty-handed. They do have the Search for his Kanta, and it will flip this next turn. I don't know, guys. This is interesting. The strongest mind mage in existence and gets an amnesia? I guess that's fair. Alright, pass the turn. I think that we really are just dying to poor draws here. Alright, Chemist's Insight. Do you guys think that I'm completely out of this game, though? Like, I don't think I'm quite out of the game necessarily. There is a chance that they just really don't draw anything here. Seraph of the Scales was a really good draw. Unfortunately, a lot of our best things are one-ofs, and we just lost all of them. Like Ethereal Absolution, Ingrath. Like, those are really good cards, honestly, here. Yeah, only out they have Verasa's. That's true, because even if this dies, we still get 4 power. We know that they have the Kaya's Wrath, which... there we go. All right, so they cast down probably on our upkeep here. And then they have the Kaya's Wrath. So we're going to make them... We need to hold on to Hero Precinct 1 then. So next... let's give it... Vigilance. I mean, we know the cast down's coming, right? I'm just trying to kind of bait it out as quick as we can. Swing in for 5. Alright, there's the cast down, yes. Alright, so we create 4 power. We pass the turn. We can't play Hero Precinct 1 here because it's going to die to Kaya's Wrath. Thought Erasure. And Thought Erasure is so powerful. Like, discard is so powerful when you already are playing a controlled deck. All right, so, I mean, maybe Fireblade Artist gets us back into this if we can just be aggressive enough. All right, Barrow, welcome. Thanks for coming. We'll see ya. Red Dragons again? Ooh, Red Dragons is so fun. All right, yeah, this one's done. We're gonna concede this. Man, that one was that's always the hardest thing with against control is, do they have the exact right answers? And I feel like for me they always do. It's so frustrating when they have like the perfect hand for your hand. And yeah, I mean, that is what their deck is trying to do though. Like, they literally only put stuff that can interact well with other board states, and so that happens. What could we change with Red Dragons to make me want to play that again? Or not make me want to. I want to, but what would make it different? If we find red mana here with Glass of the Guild Pact, that's actually pretty powerful. We have a pretty fun curve here. I want to keep this on the draw. We have a few turns to try to find red mana or something else to play. All right, so let's play. I'm actually going to play the Isolated Chapel first, just to see if I can get into something else here. I don't know. Ixalan's Diviner. Okay. And then we also need to start thinking of mono black red dragons. Yeah. All right, that'll work. All right, Glass of the Guild Pact. Okay. The wrong land. That's not exactly what we wanted to find there. We really need red mana here. Mono black dragon. What dragons are black? I think we only have the bone dragon, right? I'm down. I'll do it. Another glass is interesting. I mean, opponent doesn't have a very aggressive start here. Mastermind's Acquisition. Every single explorer. Yeah, is that literally the only one? Yeah, I'm down. That's it. We're gonna play mono black control with black dragon as the finisher. Reassembling skeleton. Ooh, what is this? Is this like Journey to Eternity type of thing? Gaia's Blessing. People are playing Gaia's Blessing, guys. Gotta be careful now. I mean, I guess I Aurelia into Tajik so I can actually get the... and then Heroic Reinforcements. I mean, this is a 4/7. It's not bad. That's pretty good. All right, Ross's Contempt. They do have answers. Yep. Racer on the crew mechanic. I mean, there used to be some really fun deck space around that, for sure. All right, they use one Ross's Contempt. The chance of them having that again is pretty bad. So I think Seraph of the Scales is probably the safest bet to play here. But the issue is that we don't get the chance to do other stuff. Ingrath could be interesting. We can just steal the Ixalan's Divinder. Like, they don't have a lot of answers for that. Let's get down Seraph of the Scales this turn. And either Tajik or Ingrath for the next turn. And so, pass the turn. The nice thing here is having the Vigilance as well. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Okay. It's going to make us discard something, or sacrifice something, which this isn't terrible to sacrifice. We do get a bunch of 3/3s from it. But we'd like to do more damage. So I think now Heroic Reinforcements might be better. Or Lyra. Alright, so we could Heroic Reinforcements get in for a lot. The issue is Priest of the Forgotten Gods makes us sack one of these angels for the next turn. So I'd like to have some tokens down to have them die, and it'd be fine. We could just steal the Priest of the Forgotten Gods, so let's just do that. Jund control deck with Darius as WinCon. I did something similar to that. I did a Jund Dragons deck, which was really fun. So we're actually going to lose Ingrath, but I think that this is valuable enough here to steal that. We could sack both of these guys to make them kill something too. We're not going to do that. Let's we could hold back Seraph of the Scales here and just to have a blocker again. Like, I feel like they still have to swing in at Ingrath, but if they don't, like, if they do, we still kill something. I think we prefer to get more damage in, so let's just swing for damage. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 2 attackers. Did I hit no attackers? I feel like it's always placed at a weird spot. Alright, down to 16. Yep, kill them. Ingrath does die here, but being able to get rid of the Priest of Forgotten Gods was definitely worthwhile, especially with Lyra here for the next turn. We start gaining lots of life. Lily's contract with Arcane Adaptation, yeah. The hard part is just the idea of getting out 5 creatures. Like, just how hard it is with this deck right now to get out 5 creatures that are... 5 creatures in general that are with different names is just hard to do. But with Liliana's contract, I mean, it's super fun if you can make it work. All right, swinging in. What do they have? Last card in hand. Okay, down to 9, back up to 21 with the Lyra on the battlefield. And opponent was playing some pretty interesting jank here. I wonder if this is... All right, so it's probably a Prophet. I mean, I guess that makes a little more sense. Red mana would be pretty good here if we can make that happen, but I mean, we're going to block. I think this is a concession. How much mana do we got? Yeah, I just tapped. Another Seraph of the Scales. Vigilance. All attack. 2 attackers. Yes. Blocks to survive. And opponent's at least playing it out. I mean, they could hit like a... I mean, Finality doesn't kill us now. Thousand Eye. Interesting. But yeah, that's game. Alrighty. Well, deck was looking really good there. I feel like that's exactly the type of thing we wanted. I mean, not up against the best matchup, but our hand was running really well. All right, 1-1. Hey, thanks so much for the follow, Dixie. So, what was the best thing you guys did over the weekend? I want to know. All right, up against Rifax. Bring it on, a Rifax. And we got all of our colors. We have Hero and Glass. And we have a lot of really good draws at this point, so I'm going to keep it. We have double white, too, which is the main double color that we need. Settle's not bad. We haven't seen mono red yet, so, I mean, it was bound to be coming soon, right? All right, I'm going to get down... I guess it's just plains here. Pass the turn. Another Firebrand. The issue is his opponent was going first. We still don't have the bestest draw here, but let's they only have 1 mana. Hero Precinct 1 into Oligarch gets us wide enough to actually probably have a shot here. And then Glass. All right, this draws out removal. Or makes them use a Firebrands. All right, so they have the shock. Okay. They swing in. If they have mana here, they can maybe light up the stage, something like that. But I feel like they would have played it already. So Tajik's interesting. All right, we're gonna get down Tajik this turn. Do I start racing him? I mean, with them only hitting 1 mana, like we have the chance that they just never find a land quick enough. And if we can go like Aurelia, next turn we can also play Oligarch and Glass, and that's really good. Light up the stage here. Shock, Skewer. Okay, there's a Skewer. Hero Precinct 1 again. Well, we'll get that down. Pass a turn. I mean, opponent's going to start running out of stuff eventually here, right? All right, there's a land. I'm not sure. This one will be interesting. Hey, Nasher. Howdy, howdy, howdy. You know, I come from the... I live on a farm, actually, or a ranch. So... my stepdad is straight up cowboy. So I actually grew up kind of as a cowboy, but never actually did that myself. But all right, gonna kill the hero. That's fine. This Ethereal Absolution actually is pretty good against this deck, surprisingly. All right, so here we go. So Dragon School Summit. Let's go Aurelia. Come on, there we go. I mean, once we get Glass down, I feel like we're in pretty great shape. So Pyromancer comes down. We're down to 11. They can... Okay, Lava Runner. This Settle Wreckage could be really good here as well. Maybe we hold on to that and swing in. Although, I think that... Oligarch... Glass... Godless Shrine... is not too shabby, and we can put a counter onto Oligarch for the next turn, so it's actually worth swinging in. Yeah, we're representing a pretty good threat here on board, and Ethereal Absolution kills 2 other guys for the next turn if we can find it. Um, Opponent's going to have to try to do something here to actually finish. Yeah, so I'm thinking they're swinging in. We will block here. We can possibly kill the Pyromancer with the Absolution. We get a Spirit, we get to swing over and do quite a bit of damage, but it's not Vigilant. I'm debating if I want to double block here. I think that that's fine. This means that they can't use the mana. We're down to 7. I think that that's still safe enough. Ethereal Absolution can be really good here for the next turn. Settle the Wreckage could be also very good. Okay, Firebrand. Okay. Alright, untap land. Absolution. Firebrand has to go. This might just cause a scoop now. Oh, that's beautiful. In fact, we go up to 6 and 4. We do 10 damage here. So yeah, let's just go here. I mean, yeah, this is fine. Man, this deck is actually looking pretty good. Yeah, that was a beautiful draw. So good. All right, Fanatical Firebrand, and that's the game. Just dies, yep. Ethereal Absolution, actually really good against mono red, except that you have to wait till turn 6 to play it, and that's usually when you're dead. But that was good. All right, 2-1. Deck's doing okay so far. Black green ramp into Jasuves. Jasuves is insane. The biggest issue is just that, like, running up against more control, like, you have to make sure it actually hits the battlefield. So maybe you can do like Jund ramp and have just big threats like Jasuves and Daragaz, everything like that, and just kind of have like maybe like Rhythm of the Wild so you can get them down. That could be interesting. This looks, I mean, I like my mana base. We have a decent curve with Mortify and everything. I want to keep it. We have a lot of good draws to come into with this. Or lots of good possible draws, and I usually like keeping when I have really good mana base. It's really important to have that. Seriously, seeing mono red get destroyed does feel fantastic sometimes. All right, Fireblade Artist. We'll see if they have a shock. I'm not sure if it's better to be swinging in here or not, but I'm forcing them to use removal. Mortify is pretty good for the next turn. Steamkin, yeah, we're absolutely going to hit that. Ooh, or do we bring out Hero? I feel like getting rid of the Steamkin is important enough. I mean, that's a lot of damage next turn, so let's go ahead and kill it. The deck is Anthem Tribal. Oh, dude, Immortal Sun actually probably should come in here. I'm not sure what we would take out necessarily for it, though. All right, so if we find land next turn, we can hero into Tajik. But I think that Seraph of the Scales is a pretty good play here. All right, Lightning Strike. Create some tokens. We would love to get a Glass in the Guild Pact here as well. Hero into Glass would be decent. Just draw what you want, guys. That's all it takes, my friends. Draw what you want. All right, Glass of the Guild Pact. Let's... Do we go aggressive now? I mean, we have a pretty aggressive hand. Hero Precinct 1. We're going to get it down. They're going to have to probably remove this to not be in more trouble here. Tajik. So we're hoping for land, I think. So land is pretty good for us because Tajik gets to swing in. We can put a counter onto a Spirit. We have a lot of damage coming in. Judith 2? So do we Judith next turn? Tajik next turn? Yeah, I think that's better. All right, so Judith. I mean, they might have to remove this. Down to 10. Somebody's calling me. Stop calling me. Skewers the Judith. We ping. And we're gonna outrace mono red, which they don't have the best draw here, but yeah, who's the aggro now? Bring it. Did you miss anything? Any spicy plays? I'm not sure if you missed last game, but it was pretty fun. Tajik. And I think that's game, right? Yep, that's game. Bam! Whew, that feels so good. That's probably the spiciest thing we've done so far. That was just, man, it feels so good. Oh, we did bring down an Ethereal Absolution last game against Mono Red, and that was awesome. All right, 3-1. This deck is performing quite nicely. Do like it a lot. And I really love these value town type of decks. I'm definitely more of a mid-range type of player than I am. Like, I do like aggro occasionally. Control, if it's a spicy type of control, that's when I'm okay with it. Well, we have Oligarch into Judith, which isn't bad. I really wish that it wasn't just non-token creatures. But the fact that it has an Anthem on turn 3 still is really good, so there's that. All right, perfect. All right, Sacred Foundry tapped. Pass the turn. Mortify is good against this deck. So if this is it? Or no, this is, Reclamation. All right, so we do have Mortify, which is nice. And we have a pretty fast start with this Tajik. So, I mean, this could be pretty good. Tajik also helps other things not die. Glass of the Guild Pact is good. All right, so pay 2. We're going to play down... The biggest thing is that they run fiery cannonades, and so Tajik is really good there. Maybe Mortify to kill the this, but I think that we have to hit Reclamation with it. And maybe we hold it up just for next turn so we can actually play it at the right time. Yeah, Teamer's kind of interesting. I mean, yeah, exactly. There's definitely worse best of 3. I feel like it's at least fun to play at the moment. So let's go ahead and go for Tajik. I'm going to go for more board state here. Let's see if they bring out a shock or something, but now they can't do it to the Oligarch. We get a Mentor trigger before they do anything, so that's nice. Let's see if they try for the Fiery Cannonade now, which will only kill the Tajik. I insist the dumb combo was not... Oh. White, red Nexus in his Kanta? Hey, thanks so much, Ezekiel. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much. Feels good, my friend. All right, well, we're going to... I mean, Judith gives us a lot of damage here, right? That's 8 damage if we get Judith, and even if they have something, we do pretty good. The question is, do we need to hold up Mortify at this point? Because Wilderness Reclamation, I mean, they look like they're digging for it. Bounce spells, we can Conclave Tribunal the Searcher's Content now. We have 2 really good answers for it. In fact, we can Conclave Tribunal after swinging in, which I'm guessing just gets countered anyway. I guess so does the Judith. Let's try for Judith. I mean, the nice thing about this too is that we get some value on if creatures die too. So... Fiery Cannonade only kills Tajik. Good job. Yep, we get a ping. Swing in for 4. Down to 9. I'm so glad people don't know what Tajik does still. It's awesome. And like good players, I feel like still don't understand how it works because it's such a funky line of text in it. They'll scoop 100% if I mortify it. Yeah. Stop calling me, peeps. All right, man, land would be so nice. Fireblade Artist is good though, so... All right, Fireblade Artist. If it gets countered, that's annoying. Our Explosion kills the Judith. All right, we'll ping. So we only get to do 5 damage now. And I mean... I don't know how they come back from this. They don't have a ton of life gain. This could be a Nexus version, so if they just start going off with turns, but opponent scoops it up, a booyah. The Fireblade Artist's trigger there is so good. Pulled 2 Tajiks in a sealed event the other night, and he literally, yeah, I carried, yeah. Sealed is so fun, first off. I absolutely love sealed. And Tajik is good. Having 2 of them would be insane, though, just to be able to have that consistency. Well, 4-1, so we're already having a winning streak here. Oh man, sorry you have to restart everything. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that's terrible. Primal token slows your deck. So I have a primal token deck that's super fun. This is a little bit slow. We're on the play here. I'm going to keep this. We have I can't, like, having a good mana base in a semi mid-range style deck is so important. And so I do like to keep whenever I have a good mana base. So this turn we can go Dragon Skull Summit into Plains, have pretty much everything we want, and then Isolated Chapel. The only thing we couldn't play this way is Fireblade Artist, which, watch, we're going to draw it now. But yeah, the issue with the sealed events is just how expensive they are. Like, that really is the biggest issue with them. Because, I mean, it's 6 packs, and so people just don't typically do them. But I do like them on Arena. Arena is fun. So I guess, yeah, they could probably have that more often as well there. But Justice Strike is probably pretty good here. Maybe we just kind of play a little more controller for the moment. I'm going to Justice Strike this now while I can. Just turn off Wizard's Lightnings. And then if we get to Aurelia for the next turn, it's actually pretty good. Just get to our bigger stuff, right? Mortify is pretty good too. Do we just Mortify this? I mean, I guess we do. Alright, Shocks our face. Skewer, light up stage. Alright, trying to find lands. Does not find lands. Find stuff they can't even play, really. Alright, Tajik. Do we go Judith into Tajik? Man, I don't know. Or do we just get down the glass this turn? I mean, if we get Aurelia up to a point where it doesn't die very easily, I don't know. This is kind of interesting. I think I'm going to go for the glass because I think it helps our creatures stay alive longer, which helps us win the game. All right, having the Pyromancer there is really good for them. Man, not finding anything else here, though, has been pretty bad for us. I think I'm going to go for Judith here into Tajik, just because we get more value out of trying to go aggressive that way if we try to. Can we really be aggressive, though? I'm going to play Judith here. I think it's a decent blocker. Like, I'm okay if it dies because we at least get some value. We want land for Aurelia. That's what we really want. All right, another Wizard's Lightning. They had all of them come up, and the one in exile here. Light up the stage. Lightning Strike and Frenzy. All right, skewer the critics down to 5. They have Lightning Strike for next turn. All right, we need to find a way to block. All right, there we go. So Aurelia, not really a good chance of them having more. We also need to start racing at this point because we're going to be dead before too long. So I think Aurelia helps us race more than anything else does, just to have a good blocker. So Judith, swing in for 5. We do a lot of damage next few turns. So if they can't just straight up kill us, which, I mean, if they have Lightning Strike into Skewer, we're dead. Lightning Strike into a Lava Runner, we're dead. Swings in, we will block. Lava Coil? Oh, Lightning Strikes. That just a slow rolling. Alright, that's cool. Hey, found me on YouTube. Thanks so much. Glad that you found me, Gray. Octavian, dude, welcome. It's been a while. And yeah, 2,000 gems is a lot. I do wish that they had a better process for the arena, for Sildon Arena. Because 2,000 gems is a lot. We are playing Multicolored MARDU, like, because I realized that I did a Multicolored Humans deck, and I did a bunch of other stuff, but I wanted to do just multicolored Value Town type of deck. And so we're doing multicolored day all day, multicolored Monday, and we're gonna kind of go through and see if we can find some really fun multicolored stuff to do, because honestly I think a Naya deck with dinos could be pretty fun. Domri's Angels is such a fun deck. I love that one. Can we keep this? I don't think we can. We're on the draw. I mean, I love this curve. I like a lot of stuff we have here. I just don't think that it's good enough interaction. If we find black mana on the top here, this is great. We have 2 turns to do it. I am going to keep this. This is a really risky keep. Called Niasaur if you want it. Yeah, sure, send it over. Send it in the link if you can. Abzan, yeah, Abzan would be really fun. Hey, we drew black mana. There we go. All right, up against mono white, which Judith actually is pretty good here. Tajik's pretty good here. Lyra and Seraph the scale. So, I mean, we have a decent curve here. We just have to hope they don't have, like, turn 3 kill us. Not playing anything there. Really good for us. All right, Clifftop Retreat, Fireblade Artist. Do we go aggressive? Yeah. I mean, we have a very aggressive hand. And the fact that they didn't play anything there, so this Benelish Marshal. Oh, okay. Is this madness? All right, decline. We're gonna play Tajik here. Swinging for 6. If they want to trade off with one of these, we're totally fine with that. Mentor. I mean, we're kind of racing. The fact that we don't have... So if we can find an untapped land here, I feel like we just get in such great shape here. Yeah, this is a fantastic curve. We have Angels, hopefully. So if we find untapped land here, I think we straight up win. It doesn't gain lifelink, right? They just gain 2 life. Revitalize. All right, so they're going to get an Angel here. That is bad. Swings in. It's a lot of damage. Klein. Conclave Tribunal is interesting. I don't think that we win by... Alright, so... Ah, it's painful. Seraph of the Scales is interesting. Aurelia doesn't actually kill the Angels, so they can keep swinging in. Seraph does, at least. Aurelia lets us be more aggressive and put another counter here, and that way we can trade off with the Angel either way. So let's go for Aurelia. It does give Tajik Vigilance as well here. So swing in for a lot. I mean, they can block with the Angel and kill Tajik, which they probably need to now. Or they try to stay more aggressive. But they're down to 8 now. Man, if they have another ways to gain life, we just have to hope to hit Lyra, because I think we can stay alive unless they have removal for Aurelia. Yeah, that having untapped land there would have been so beautiful, but Unbreakable Formation. Crap. But we have to block here. And I guess we block here and take 5. Yikes. That's bad. Lyra, land for Lyra here helps. Okay, decline. No! Conclave Tribunal for the Resplendent Angel or Seraph of the Scales? I think that Seraph of the Scales is better if we hit the Lyra, although we are going to be blocking anyway. They basically just ought to be swinging with this Angel every time, which we lose Aurelia if we play Conclave Tribunal to this, which isn't great. What do you guys think here? Seraph or Conclave Tribunal? I think that it's Seraph of the Scales is better just because it creates more blockers. So I think that Seraph of the Scales, we have more board, we get better with Lyra. We can't attack, so... Yeah, no attack. Just pass the turn. Oh, man. This is insanity right here, my friends. That Unbreakable Formation, if they have another one, we're just dead. Yeah, I think Seraph is better there. Healer's Hawk. Healer's Hawk. Okay. Land for Lyra. Please give me land for Lyra. Decline. Ooh, settle. I mean, now we can't play anything because we obviously need to settle. I'm debating if I want to swing in to try to force trades or anything. But we just passed the turn. Actually, here, let's take off auto pass. I'm going to act like I want to swing in here. We're doing our best acting skills that we can here. All right, no attacks. Maybe that tipped them off more for a Settle the Wreckage too. I don't know. We really got to settle just about anything. We don't like to give them more lands, but I think this is more of an aggro style deck anyway. Yeah, we hope that they have another formation and they go for it. Yeah, seriously. That'd be beautiful. So we might actually be able to come back from this. They could... I mean, I feel like if they're going to swing at all, they need to swing with a lot. If we do find land next turn, we can Lyra, and I think that's totally fine to go for the Lyra here. Yeah. Alright, what's the opponent gonna do? They're probably debating if we have to settle as well. Or they're just gonna time us out, and they already left. Well, maybe opponent just is scooping it up. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think this is a time when it's okay to say your go, just in case he doesn't know. I mean, maybe he got pulled away or something like that as well. Yeah, I might have disconnected, which is such a bummer at this point when you feel like you... I mean, we're going to take it. All right, opponent is now highlighting over stuff. Pass to my turn. Fireblade Artist, new. Decline. Well, we can't play the Blood Crypt. Tapped. What's the cards I want to brew around? I want to brew around just about everything, my friend. It's just... It all looks so good. All right, Settle the Wreckage here. Probably just make some scoop, yeah. All right, well, is that 5 and 2 now? Ooh, Tiana. Could we fit Tiana? No, I've never been that impressed with Tiana. All right, 5 and 2. Let's see if we can get 2 more wins here. Hey, is it Laura Pritt? Laura Pritt? I'm so bad with the names. I'm sorry, but I wrecked him. I'm gonna wreck him. All right. Yeah, I never did. Dude, I totally had the whole time. Psh, clearly. All right. Oh, this is definitely keepable. This is a good hand. I like Oligarch into Tajik pretty good. If we can find... And then Heroic Reinforcements would be really good. So, yeah. Yeah, this is really good. man, I'm really not sure which ones I want to brew on the most. That's a hard question. What about you guys? What cards are you guys most excited for to brew a funky deck around? I really like the planeswalkers, all the planeswalkers. So like Sorin and Nahiri, I think it would be a really fun deck. So the deck I've been building around is Nahiri with a let's go Isolated Chapel here actually. All right, so Tajik. Maybe I should have mortified there. I don't know. All right, down to 14. The Boros Death Star all the way. Yeah, so I want to do a... Ooh. Arnix, eh? So do we Mortify Rhythm and get in for more damage here, or do we Mortify the Rhythm? I think we Mortify the creature, just get more damage in, because we can always go wider with this deck. That's kind of what we'd do. All right, so swing in, and there you don't have a ton of ways to gain life. So down to 8, pass the turn. And we can always just get this Oligarch in the air as well. All right, up to a 5/5 again. Llanowar with a counter. Yep. Glass and Heroic. We get in for 5 and get a creature in the air with Glass for the next turn. Yeah, so let's Dragon School Summit, Heroic Reinforcements, all attack here. So I mean, if they kill Oligarch, then we get a flyer. They're gonna kill Tajik, block here, chump block. They're taking 7 instead, which we're totally fine with. Down to 1. We have so many flyers in this deck that I feel like we should be able to finish this out. I mean, they can be pretty aggressive here too. They can't really swing into the Oligarch, because if we get a flyer, then we're good. Seraph of the Scales is fantastic. Seraph. Guild Pack. And I mean, they have a blocker, so I guess we don't attack here. So no attacks. Yeah, Parhelion looks super fun. Vivian's Arcbow. Vivian's Arcbow is crazy. Man, there's so many good things. All the gods. Yeah, there are so many good fun decks to play. Wow, the Hellkite? Seriously? I mean, we're going to swing in here with Seraph of the Scales. We can give it Death Touch. Oh, I should have given it Vigilance, but oh well. We know they're blocking it here. So, Death Touch. Next. Yep. They both die. We get 2 more 2/2s in the air. Let's just not play anything. And pass the turn. Alright, it's got to go digging for creatures, I'm guessing. They have to have removal, though. I feel like there's no way that they still get this. Yeah. Swings in. We will block. I guess we just block here. Yeah. Another flyer. There we go. All right, that was good. Wait, you don't have to crew it with the new Karn? Wait, I guess I must be reading the new Karn differently than everyone else is, because I feel like that's not how I was reading it. Let's go to spoilers really quick. So the new Karn. So, activated abilities of artifacts your opponent's control can't be activated until your next turn. Up to 1 target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power. Oh, it becomes. Ew, that's right. I forgot about that. I mean, it still is 8 mana. I forgot that it becomes an artifact creature just instantly. All right, I was thinking about his neg2 ability. I forgot about his +1. That's true. It actually would be really fun. Thrice Soul, welcome, welcome. Hey, exactly an hour, right on time, my friend. All right, we are playing our Mardu multicolored deck here, and we are 6-2. Exactly an hour. So it's yep, there we go. Yeah. So perfect, right on time, my friend. All right. Yeah, this is who we're up against. All right, Glass of the Guild Pact, Judith, Hero. Yeah, this is good. Ain't too shabby at all. All right, Godless Shrine, tap, pass the turn. We're gonna try to get this hero down and go off with it. Eesh, maybe not. We'll see. All right, Cliff Top, hero. Yeah, Wizard's Lightning. Probably shocks her face or something to get more damage. No, down to 19k. This Settle the Wreckage is going to be good. We're hoping that we can keep their damage focused on creatures, I guess. That really is our best play, is just focus. Maybe we get down the glass here, though. I mean, I guess we glass at the Guild Pact. Pass the turn. We have Conclave Tribunal and Settle the Wreckage. Conclave, really good against a lot of their stuff. An Echo Firebrand, yep. It's a lot of damage. So 3 down to 16. Tajik. Alright, pass the turn. Maybe I should have just Conclave Tribunal there just to make it not look like we have Settle. But I think we settle just about anything and we have Conclave Tribunal, because I'm guessing they're going to go in with these two. Alright, so there's a settle now. They get a lot more mana, which actually is pretty bad against Mono Red, especially if they have the Experimental Frenzy, anything like that, which is why we need to have Mortify or Conclave Tribunal. But Tajik and Judith are pretty good here. I want to go for Judith first, just to get more value if I can. We're going to take action. Land. Alright, so Judith. It's a 3/3. Tajik's pretty good. Risk factor again. Oh, man, how much can we take here, guys? I don't know. They have another one. Do we just take it again? Skewer the critics. Okay, down to 5. I mean, Seraph for the Scales is interesting. I think we actually have to Seraph for the Scales here. I was thinking we want to go Tajik into swinging in for a lot of damage, but we're dead to Lava Runner and a Burn Spell. This could be another land. They discarded one earlier. So this is 8 damage. It's a really quick clock. I think that Tajik is... Oh, so not 8 damage, it's 9 damage. Mentor. So we have lethal next turn. So I think that going for the race here is better. Oh, we don't have lethal, sorry. 9 plus 10 is 19, not 20. Alright, so they had a land. One of the cards is a land. That gives us a shot here. So pass. Okay. Pass to my turn. Isolated Chapel. Seraph of the Scales. Next, swing in. Mentor again. And down to 1. And I mean, there's still this small chance that they have something here, but it's very, very small at this point. Shock. Don't have it. No! Don't you dare. Cool. No! That was so close to 7 wins. Oh my goodness.